In a late-night police crackdown, hundreds of sanitation workers were detained in Chennai hours after the Madras High Court ordered the removal of protesters from non-permitted areas. The arrest began at 11:30 p.m. on Wednesday and continued past midnight. The workers, raising slogans of Jai Bhim and Down with the Chief Minister, were demanding job security and opposing privatisation and salary cuts. Meanwhile, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister Stalin has come out and said the government will not compromise the dignity of sanitation workers. Surprise, surprise. Tamil Nadu government has decided to provide breakfast to sanitation workers. Tamil Nadu Minister Tangam Tenrasu also said, and I quote, free breakfast will be provided to sanitation workers working in urban local bodies. The scheme will be launched in the Chennai Corporation in the first phase. And many other schemes which are to do with insurance, housing and education has also been rolled out by the government. But still, where is the word on the entire slugfest? No word yet. Meanwhile, TVK chief Vijay, actor turned politician, hit out the DMK government on social media, calling the arrest inhuman and anarchic, accusing the state of targeting workers peacefully fighting for their rights. The High Court had earlier ruled that protest on public footpaths without permission cause obstruction to the public and traffic, directing authorities to clear the site. Meanwhile, BJP leader Dr. Tamilisai Soundararajan also faces a case for allegedly defying the court order by backing the protest at the Ripon building. The agitation, ladies and gentlemen, has now entered its 14th day and has centered on the fears that privatization will erode job security and livelihoods for thousands of sanitation workers. But when will this slugfest end? This eyeball-to-eyeball confrontation, as it were. Charlene Maria Lawrence, very well-known author and social activist, has joined us on this broadcast, and Professor C Laxman, convener, Dalit Intellectual Collective, is also joining us. Thank you so much, Charlene, for making the time. Professor Lakshmanan, I can't see you. Maybe you have joined us. Vanakkam, sir. Okay, he'll join us in a bit. Charlene, I want to ask you, you have been part of this protest, right? You have been witnessing what has been going on. First, tell us as an eyewitness account of what unfolded last night or midnight, Charlene.
Okay, the protesters have been protesting for the 14 days. It's been 2 weeks since last night. It was 2 weeks, 14th day, and it was a peaceful protest, a very non-violent, very cooperative, citizen cooperative peace protest, which is happening just outside the Ribbon Building. Now you have to see, the case was about obstructing public, pathway or way or road or whatever it is. Now, the one thing about the road, it is an arterial road where the Ripple building, the Greater Chennai Corporation is located, but it's very wide. So even, around 2,000 people were protesting, sitting just, they had a boundary. They never crossed the boundary and came outside, the footpath. The footpath itself was very big. It belonged to the Ripple building. And then outside, there was police barricades. The public was moving freely. The ambulances, because the arterial road has ambulance, big hospitals like the GH, and everything was moving, normally. There was no issues at all. The only thing is, just 5 days before, the police, the state, there were like a lot of negotiation which was happening, but nothing, yielded. So the police gave a government GO, they gave a summon to the people saying that you have to vacate this place because this dissent or protest, what you're doing is anti-government, so you have to leave. A notice was printed, notice was given from the police to people, but nobody left from there because all are marginalized, poor Dalit sanitary workers who have been evicted from their job overnight on July 31st without any notice. They were temporary workers working under Chennai Corporation who were working for almost 12 to 15 years, who were also made to work during COVID, flood, everything. They removed the body and everything during COVID. They were handling bodies. So these people were actually promised, a permanent job once DMK comes into, because Mr. Stalin went ahead and he protested during ADMK rule for the, making their jobs permanent. He even went on the road, he issued a notice, he issued, even the manifesto has a promise which says that, the temporary sanitary workers will be made permanent. So this has been the history of DMK for a long time in Chennai. So people voted for him, even I voted for him. Now, just suddenly out of the blue, after coming to their rule, DMK has actually overnight, it's like 2 wards, 2,000 people. Now there are around 10 wards, 15 wards, around 23,000 people are getting affected. All of them are going to be, outsourced by a company called Ramk, which has been offered a subsidy around 2,600, 700 crores from the Greater Chennai Corporation. What people were doing is just silently sitting and protesting, not even protesting, they were requesting for them to be reinstated in their jobs, a permanent job. They said we don't even want salary hike. Give us the same 23,000 salary, which is less salary actually in the country. So they said, give us a 23,000 salary, we'll be back, because overnight it is NULM scheme. It is National Urban Livelihood Mission scheme by the central government. It is dedicatedly given for urban Dalits women, the disabled women, and widowed women. So that's the reason. Now, all of these women have lost their livelihood on July 31st. The mayor said, just go away. That's it. And they said, Ramke will outsource you. You can go to Ramke, that
Yeah,
private
all
company.
right.
They are going to giving them 5,000 less. Now, SJ night, out of the blue, they are like from 6 o'clock onwards, around 10,000, thousands of police and hundreds of police van ganged up. And all of them were poor women. You just imagine 45 to 50-year-old women were manhandled by police,
Apparently,
in
some of them had also fainted and they were taken to the Rajiv Gandhi hospital.
yeah, because of the hazardous work they do, all of them have high pressure, all of them have
True.
infection in their body. Yes, Chennai Corporation has not guaranteed a safe working place. Very hazardous work without gears. So all of them had acid burns in their body. Some people didn't have one eyesight has gone because of the bleaching powder. A lot of people were sick, but these people were
All right.
hardworking from morning
Okay.
4 to 9.
All
Then
right.
suddenly they come inside, they manhandle the woman, and then they all
Yeah,
beat
very
them up,
right. And
put them
yeah,
in a bus, and
absolutely.
nobody should be treated. People are fighting for stray dogs. People are fighting for stray dogs. But my people, their life has, they think it's
Let me
lesser than this.
also, yeah, absolutely. And let me also get in Professor C. Lakshmanan, who's joined us but on the phone line. Professor Lakshmanan, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, I am able to hear you.
Oh, there you are. I can see you as well, sir. How are you doing?
I am doing good.
Huh. Professor Lakshmanan, what I want to know from you is that this slugfest has continued. There is an eyeball to eyeball confrontation between, the Senate. Now, of course, they have been taken far away, and they are now, all of them are staying, they've been put in a marriage hall. I want to ask you this. Apparently, they are saying that if we increase the salary of the sanitation workers as they are proposing, then the state has to actually, there will be a huge financial burden on the state. It will be 164 crore per year. So apparently the slugfest is also, or rather mainly, due to the monetary element of this entire thing. Your views on this, Professor Lakshmanan?
See, some of this intellectual and some academicians are pro uh, pro privatization clique group. They say that this privatization improve the efficiency, improve the quality of work, all this thing. It's a mere, what we can say, is a bagwas in Hindi. And DMK, what DMK is doing is what Mr. Modi is doing in Union of India, simply replicating in Tamil Nadu, in the regional state. Modi and Stalin is there no difference, because Stalin and the DMK is confident of getting vote from the people by providing unsolicited freebie. People are not asking a free rice. People are not asking anything free. People are asking for a quality of work, a decent wage, and quality of
But the
life.
Chennai Corporation is saying that they were getting 23,000 rupees. If it goes into privatization, it will be 15,000 plus PF, plus ESI, every benefit they will get. Then what is their problem? I'm asking you, what then is the problem if this does not work? Because Professor
They,
Lakshmanan,
they have been
unlike the
getting.
elite and the privileged, who have many options, these
No,
people,
I'm saying that 23,000 for a month they are getting now,
yeah.
which is not, it is not a immediate effect. The 23,000 reached by many protests, many cases, and all struggle. They reached 23,000 per month, which is a minimum wage for a daily wage laborer. They are not a permanent employees. They
Right.
are employees of the corporation as of July up to July 31st.
That's
Okay.
right.
And after July 31st, SMS comes that you have no more employee of
Yeah,
Madras.
from 1st August, which is such a shock for them. Yeah, true.
And you go to work with somebody X and Y, which is called Ramke. Ramke has a crores of rupees corruption and crores of rupees scandal in Andhra Pradesh and Telangana, which is
Okay.
well known to the entire India. And such a such a reputation company coming and occupying in Tamil Nadu, for which this social justice and land of Periyar and land of Karnanidhi, all
All
this.
right.
Uh,
Okay. I get your
all
point.
this,
Yeah, I get your point. But Shalin Maria Lawrence, what is the way out? I find it very hypocritical for Muka Stalin and his government to say we will give free breakfast to them. I think it's very, very cruel. I mean, I'm sticking my neck out and saying it. You can disagree with me. You can say, Sudha, why at least, they are being given breakfast. But I think instead of that, the stalemate is continuing. Instead of 3,000, 1,500 people turned up, they are getting even farm hands apparently from rural Tamil Nadu to come and work on the streets of Chennai. How long will this go on, Shalin Maria Lawrence? These people on the screens who are underprivileged, underpaid as it were, and marginalized, they need to be given jobs. Who's going to end this stalemate, Shalin Maria?
They even brought workers from Bihar who started working, thousands of
Okay.
people who started working they just thought of just, not settle this issue. They just replace the workers. Now you ask Mr. Lakshman about what is the difference it's going to make. See, it's a menial task. Sweeping or conservancy work is a menial task. So people will be asking, you want to get away from it. But it'll take a very long time because Tamil Nadu government was not working towards malware scavenger prevention and prohibition. It'll take a lot of time. So the only dignity they have is to be called as government servants. Someone who work for the government. That job protection, that job satisfaction, that safety was present with being a government employee. So people used to get married. They used to say, I'm a sanitation worker with Chennai Corporation. I have a permanent job. And they used to get married because of that. Women used to, settle their whole lifestyle. Their whole family used to study, get educated. Now suddenly this protection is gone. Now, how can you guarantee a protection in a private? I'll tell you. Even IT employees are cheated. Okay. Now, what happened in Tirunelveli? People are not discussing what is happening in Tirunelveli Corporation. I think it's one of the second largest corporation in Tamil Nadu, which outsource sanitary workers for almost 2 years to a company called Ram and Co. Now, today's news is the company's bank account has been freezed so that the people will not get any salary because the ESIC part of the employees' share they deducted, but they
Right.
didn't pay to ESIC.
Okay.
Now the bank account is frozen. Now these kind of manipulations and financial fraud, this has been already happening. Now this privatization started with Stalin being the mayor of Chennai from 96 to 2000. He was the one who first came out with an idea called privatization of conservancy workers. Now, you asked why. Conservancy workers are essential workers. According to the Essential Workers Act, Indian Constitution and Indian IPC, the essential workers are army people, military people. Essential workers are government medical people. Essential workers are, sanitation workers. Now, because of, there is no way that you can go ahead and fully privatize it at all. There is no law. The law says 40% can be privatized, but
All right.
60% has to be
Yeah,
the government.
very good
Now,
point
Tamil
that you
Nadu
make.
government has
Yeah.
broken all the rules.
Yeah,
It's broken
Shalin,
all the rules.
you make a brilliant point there, that this is, you cannot do that. Professor Lakshmanan, then a lot of editorials are being written that rest of the zones in Chennai, this is only 5 and 6, right? But rest of the zones which have been privatized are working beautifully. The people are happy. There are flowers blooming there. Workers come on time. They leave on time, etc., etc. So what is that? You see, a comparison is created also to feel that maybe this agitation is not fair. Professor Lakshmanan, your view on this about
No,
privatizing zones?
some rascals are spreading rumor. Some rascals are spreading rumor that other zones are working very fine with privatization. That is, some rascals are doing that. No, it's not that. They are not doing. I mean, they are compelled to force them to do it, and it is a literally exploitation of manual labor. And according to government of India and according to constitution, essential services such as sanitation, transport, medical cannot be privatized, should not be privatized. But these fellows, the so-called uh, social justice and Periyar land, the fellows are criminals of this Tamil Nadu, have privatizing because they are anti-Dalit. The Dravidian party and Dravidian ideology are anti-Dalit.
Anti-Dalit, says Professor Lakshmanan.
They can,
And that is why they have this bias. Shalin, Maria, but we have to look forward. We have to see these people get back their jobs. We have to see these people go home. They are sitting in a marriage hall 20 odd kilometers on the outskirts perhaps of Chennai. What is the plan? What do they plan to do next? Because we have seen everyone commenting, whether it is Anbumani Ramadas, whether it is Vijay, whether it is Yedappadi Palani, everyone has commented on this, G.K. Vasan. But then what is the way ahead? Breakfast and all is fine, but breakfast can only fill your stomach during morning. What about
So
afternoon and night?
Stalin can keep his freebies to himself. Stalin's family is known for taking freebies. Let them have it. They'll take Marina. They'll take all the things in the world. They take freebies. We don't want freebies. We have self-respect, and we want our own, labor law. There is labor laws. There is basic minimum wage. Let us get that wage, and we are essential workers. Let my people get their jobs back. And as you said, all the leaders are supporting this cause because across caste lines also, you see Anbumani supporting, everybody supporting because they know these people's contribution, right? But now Stalin, he went to watch Coolie movie yesterday. He was just having Coolie movie panel. So when this manhandling and eviction of people is happening yesterday, people were getting pushed and they were going to hospital. Stalin went to movie. He went for night show of Coolie. So this is the kind of a person the government has been
All right.
in his hands. So what we want is we will take this to the court. We have mentioned it in HC. We'll mention it at SC, and we know for sure we have already done this in 2006. The
All
late
right.
Armstrong got 2025 jobs back. He got it permanent. We
Okay.
know if we go to the court, this will happen. But
All
we
right.
also don't want the people to be remanded because they are right now, all the ladies, young students, all they're going to be remanded anytime. We want that to not happen. This is not.
Absolutely. You don't want that to happen, and I hope there is a solution sooner rather than later.